Hi, welcome. My name is Daniel. Welcome to my series on Qi Gong, meditation, movement arts, spirituality, healing, which simply means going from an undesirable pattern to a desired pattern, and becoming the you that would really help you feel a sense of aliveness, enthusiasm, vitality, joy, engagement, love, and just really loving life and yourself. So myself, I started dabbling and studying aspects of self-development, personal growth, spirituality, and healthy living, as well as well-being and mindfulness over 10 years ago in my early 20s. And over the years, year by year, that has increased. And now it has truly become a passion of mine and a lifestyle, really, in so many ways. And I wanted to share with you today my favorite form of meditation, which is a form of movement meditation called Qi Gong, or in Mandarin Chinese, Qi Gong. This is an ancient Chinese holistic system of healing and movement that cultivates energy and deals with the whole person and energetic system. It has roots dating back over 5,000 years old and is really the root and seed of arts like Tai Chi and martial arts, having great influences in all those fields as they influence each other over the many years. So really it's about energy cultivation, the cultivation of your authentic, empowered, loving, joyful, vibrant energy. So we are energetic beings. We are made of energy and all the various levels, including our emotions, the physical, the mental, and the spiritual. So you can think and equate your body to the field, your field, and you can think of it as maybe an agricultural field. And over time, if cultivated and tended with care and patience and discipline can only mean just a few minutes a day over time, you can really start to nourish your mind, body, and energy so that your field can start harvesting and really growing all the beautiful energies and experiences and joys and possibilities that would truly bring you into a state of fulfillment and enthusiasm in life. So for me, over the years, I've been a great enthusiast about yoga and exercising, weight training, working out in all various forms. But when I incurred a wrist injury in my late 20s, that prevented me from kind of working out and lifting weights and the heavy yoga routines that I used to really enjoy. And so I had to make a shift. And I now know the reason why that happened to me, so that I can find my way to discover the beautiful gifts of Qigong, of more gentle flowing arts that really cultivate the entire holistic, energetic, and various connections and the systems of the body. So for me, as a healer, as an intuitive, and someone that enjoys inspiring people and supporting people, it has been the most empowering practice that I brought into my life to cultivate a healthy sense of emotional well-being, presence, and really in my energy in general. It has really helped me become more grounded and calm and present in myself, in my energy, in my life, and who I am, and given me the strength and courage and helped me to really become more and more authentic and willing to be the me that I want to be. And so I like to share this with you. And in this video, I just want to talk a little bit about it so you can get a sense of what Qigong is, what meditation is, what movement arts is. For me, meditation simply means the willingness to come into your breath and to just be and experience. The highest form of intelligence, one of them, is just knowing that the act of witnessing is one of the goals, one of the purpose of being alive as a human being. Just our witnessing of the rhythms in our life and what happens in our life. Because really, none of us are really in control of our lives, even though we may be led to think that we can. It's about aligning and bringing together intention, the heart, the mind, the body, and breath to perform movements and hold postures that exercise the whole person. And it helps to reduce stress, promote a relaxed body and calm mind. Most often, people experience a sense of youthful vitality over time practicing Qigong. It helps to increase flexibility, strength and balance, and general well-being. And it promotes a positive outlook on yourself, on life in general. So the word qi, or qi in Chinese, can be translated to various things like air, life force, essence, vitality. Prana is something similar in concept, very much so. Energy, spirit, vigor, attitude, presence, atmosphere. And the word gong, or gong in Chinese, can be translated to skill, achievement, merit, success, result, effect. For me, I like to think of it as a form of movement, meditation, martial arts, if you will, or a holistic, spherical practice of getting in touch with oneself, of all the energies. And it's suitable for all ages, all skills, all types of people, all walks of life, and all personalities. And it can be tailored to suit any need as well. So no one's excluded. You can do it seated, even laying down. So it's about integration into the present moment, becoming more present, allowing and safe space for yourself. The practice of holding and creating safe and empowered space for yourself. So over time developing more patience for yourself, more compassion. It can be, it's about harmonizing the yin and yang, or in Chinese, yin yang, the qualities of the light and the shadow within us, the conscious and unconscious. It's about bringing together the inner child and connecting it to the cosmic self, and then allowing all of you to be here and integrated and whole. To become a unified being, free and engaged, and inducing a sense of tenderness and purity in heart, while also helping to build suppleness and strength in spine, body, and mind. So, yeah, you don't need much. This practice can be practiced anywhere, and like I said, even if you just learn a couple of movements that you can practice just whenever you're feeling stressed or out of sorts, or once you catch yourself in that hamster wheel of that monkey mind, which is just simply, your ego trying to help you by preventing bad things from happening, which is simply generated by an overstimulated nervous system. And this practice was one of my favorites to really start to soothe and calm the nervous system, so you can start to hear yourself, your true self, your heart, your soul, with more clarity, with more certainty, because that voice is always going to be a whisper versus sometimes the loud shouting egoic voice, or the voices conditioned within us by others, whether it's parents, culture, society, peers, what have you. And this practice will start to help to cleanse and cultivate a sense of peace and calmness, and really help one to connect to one's heart and intuition as well. And as a reader and a guide for people, this is a key practice for me in order to really help to continue to grow and develop my intuition and my ability to hold safe and empowered and healing space for myself and for others. So I look forward to sharing this with you. Now, I recommend having some soothing music or some lovely sounds that are really calming and serene for you, like sounds of nature or the stream or water, or if you like high frequency tones, like a channel I could recommend on YouTube is, for example, just look up solfeggio frequencies. There are tons of options. Some great channels out there, like Meditative Mind is a great one. Or chanting, if you like to put on chanting or singing bowls. Having loose and comfortable clothing. Natural fibers are great. If you have silk, all the better. So maybe if you don't have silk or never considered wearing silk, maybe that might be a thought. Just some space so you can kind of swing your arms around kind of with the full range of motion. If it's a hard surface, you may want to get a yoga mat. but it'd be best to do this out in nature. So learning a few moves, and just whenever you're out in nature, best if you even can take off your shoes and make contact with the grass and the earth and doing a few movements there. But really make this your own. It is about moving in the way that is most nourishing and that's right for you, and only you can experiment and know what that is. Because it's about through learning to do it in your own way that can help to cultivate the ability to do things and that's best for you in your own way in all other areas of life, including choosing what's best for you, regardless of what the people around you may be wanting for you. So developing healthy boundaries as well. So it's about healing through pleasure. So make this joyful and fun for yourself. Bring a smile to your face through the practice, because it's about intentionally changing our energetic patterns and intentionally willing to let go of the energetic blockages and stagnation that might cause dense or heavier emotions or tight muscles, and over time that may lead to dis-ease or the various diseases we experience as humans and in our bodies. So it's about doing less and gaining more. Practicing doing things with more ease, with more patience and presence and compassion for yourself and others. Also about dynamic relaxation, moving with intention, with dynamicism, but also while calming, keeping relaxed, keeping calm, grounded, and breathing fully, and expanding and tonifying the lungs. So strengthening, conditioning, enlivening and elongating your breath, which is your vitality. The quality of your energy equates very much to the quality of your breath. It's about having, and also increasing lung capacity and therefore energy and therefore, aliveness. It's about having fun and bringing fun and joy, not taking yourself too seriously. So especially if, it might feel awkward at first to try these new kinds of movements. I know in my early 20s or in my teenage years, if I was to try Qi Gong, I would have judged it as weird, maybe awkward, maybe gentrified, if you will, not for me. When I was young, I always wanted to fit in with the cool crowds and wanted to be all hip and cool and whatnot. So, back then I thought of Qigong as this, a practice that elderly in China practice. But then when I think about it, that group of people, they're like 60, 70, 80, 90, hundreds years old sometimes. And they have a joyful life because they practice Qigong on a daily basis. And thinking about the trajectory I was going down in my late teens with the lifestyle that I had, it would be impossible for me to keep going with that lifestyle, just, the standard American diet, if you will, and expect to live into my 60s and with the kind of vitality I realize when I think about the elderly and seniors in China, mainland China practice in various countries around the world. So I now can recognize how valuable this practice is for me in letting go of all those judgments of what I think is cool and hip and worthwhile, therefore blocking, creating tunnel vision of what will help me feel a sense of well-being and aliveness. So that injury to my wrist really helped me to get grounded into these other forms of arts. Yeah, just to share with you how all the things that I've learned and gained from learning to enjoy and really experiencing what the practice has done for me over time. So as you try things and initially it might feel awkward, that's a great thing because that's about letting go of any of those judgments and conditions of what's worthwhile and what will help us to get in touch with ourselves. In a society, and especially as a man, I never felt I had room to express myself authentically with emotionally authenticity or any kind of authenticity. And it's due to all those layers of density and energetic blockages. And this practice will really help to start to, awaken new parts of yourself. Because as you try new things, it's going to awaken dormant parts of yourself of experiences and energy experienced in past lives, for example. And I believe we've all had past lives on this planet in various states of experience. And so it's really about coming into a more holistic experience of who you are, your energy, and the willingness to consciously cultivate higher vibrational energies. And that means simply more freedom, more well-being and health, more emotional well-being, more authenticity, and just the ability to create and do what you enjoy, what you want to create, what would be transformative and empowering for your life. And it's about learning that it's about embracing all of you, and that includes the gentle and strong and patient heart and the soul, getting in touch with that aspect and those concepts and what that might mean. So yep. So I would love to share this practice with you, and I'm gonna make videos on the various movements, and I'm gonna do some little tutorial videos teaching the movements and talking about them a little more, and then I'll create little, and after you learn the movements in those videos, you can check out 5-minute or 10-minute videos that I'll create to create sequences that'll be convenient for you to practice with. And like I said, as you learn just a few moves, like shaking the tree and just simply shaking up and down the balls of your feet, you can just do that any old time to just get rid of the energies or come into a different state of mind, if you will. So thank you for joining me. Thank you for your time. And I hope you enjoy the practice and what I have to offer. And please feel free to comment and share. And also, if you have any questions, or if there's a practice or a movement or a sequence or something like creating a sequence for a specific purpose, like increasing fire and passion, or soothing and healing emotions, or getting grounded, let me know, and so you can inspire me to create sequences to help support you all, because I believe by supporting myself and supporting others, my life really does improve, and I actually really get a sense of enjoyment and just fulfillment and aliveness. So we're all in this together, baby. Let's do this. Okay. See you next time.